I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Break it down!
Of the elite. Our team protects the Bay at all costs.
Can you just look at my boobs? I'm not here. Here. Oh, who's your daddy now?
We need to search the morgue for evidence.
Check for needle marks.
Oh, God.
Tell me what you see.
Smells like yogurt.
Lift it higher.
Oh, there is a hole. That's just as posted that.
Baywatch, rated R.
The Rock has come back to the multiverse!
Hey YouTubers, Degeneration HanX here, and welcome to another movie review. And you might wonder, hey D-Hanks, what are you doing here doing a review? Usually Hankster's doing this. Well, you guys know that this is the Baywatch movie, and guess who's starring in it? None other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the lead role of Mitch Buchanan. So hey, I got to do the reviewing here. And of course, the movie also stars Zac Efron as Matt Brody, and numerous other celebrities in here filling in for roles constantly played by such notable 90s stars as David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson. Even though that those two do make appearances in the movie, oddly enough, as their one way or another, as their original characters, in a strange way. You'll just have to find out how they get fit in the plot of the movie as it progresses. Now, of course, the story starts off at during a competition where people are fighting for positions in Baywatch. Of course, as I told you, The Rock plays the lead character, Mitch, and Zach, of course, is sort of a down and out Olympic swimmer who, of course, kind of full of himself. He might be good on his own, but he's not really much of a team player and all. And of course, his antics cost his team the gold during their appearance in the Chinese Games. And now he, of course, is making a move to join Baywatch under the chagrin of Mitch and company. Now, of course, there's two other newcomers to the Baywatch team. Of course, one is Summer, played by Alexandria Daddario, who, of course, catches the eye of Matt in the picture. And, of course, also sort of a guy that I would call the every guy. You never really see much of these guys, unless you really want to count the one member of the Baywatch team in the actual television series. You know, the bald guy with the mustache. You know, the actual lifeguard of the series. That's the guy in real life who was a real lifeguard, by the way. But this guy's kind of, he's not in good shape. He originally was a techie. Of course, he worked with computers and stuff. And pretty much obviously one of the reasons he's joining is because of CJ, played by Kelly Rohrbach, which I gotta say, she is a lot better actress than Pamela Anderson. I think Pamela Anderson just stood there, looked hot for a while, and then moved on to be out of the scene. At least Kelly is a better actress than she is, and it pretty much plays the character as a nicer person. I mean, she doesn't look like she's just faking like in the everyday guy, but we'll see. You have to see how that progresses. Now, of course, during the competition, Mitch discovers there are drugs being washed up on the shore, and of course, he takes it upon himself to investigate what's going on, as more strange occurrences happening, including, of course, murder on his beach, involving one of the higher-ups in the city government. And, of course, the things start to point to Victoria Leeds, played by Priyanka Chopra, who, of course, is the owner of a hotel on the bay, and she, of course, is also connected to some mysterious land grabs that's been going on in the city for some odd reason. And now, of course, I guess in a comical way, they kind of push the fact that Mitch and company are supposed to be lifeguards, not law enforcers. You're basically, you would basically be thinking that during watching actual Baywatch, but I don't know really anybody's bring that up as the series progresses, but it's kind of pushed up front into the TV series. And it seems like Matt's entry into the Baywatch team was more planned than we thought. Now, of course, as I said, Zach is not much of a team player. He's kind of full of himself, but of course, as his progress into Baywatch team goes on, he, of course, kind of slowly learns his lesson and tries his best to be a part of the team. Now, I gotta say, this was a very good movie. It was funny in a lot of aspects, but I do want to give away one spoiler to this movie for all you guys out there. Now, if you read the little warnings, which of course says, rated R for the ratings of this movie, you got to know that it does say extreme nudity. And you're going to say, well, it's Baywatch, and Baywatch was, had all those hot chicks in it. That was one of the reasons why it got so popular, because a lot of guys watch it for the hot chicks. And you expect to see a lot of female nudity. I'm kind of ticked off, about saying this, but there is no female nudity in this movie. And you say, okay, where's the nudity? Do have to say, guys, it's male nudity. There's a couple scenes where you get to see underdeveloped, sort of out of shape white guy butt. You get to see a dead guy's penis in one scene. So that kind of takes me off, because if you're going to say something about extreme nudity, if you're going to have, and you're just going to have male, you should just say extreme male nudity. Don't lead people on saying, and it even goes as far as cock teasing you. Some of the girls, shake their boobs and their butts and stuff, and, getting you to hope there's going to be some female nudity. There's no sign of bare breasts or bare ass anywhere in this movie. And you scratch your head, because here's a television series. And the actual television series, Baywatch featured the most grouping of Playboy models and Playboy celebrities ever. There's Pamela Anderson, Erica Laniak, Carmen Electra. There was only 2 women in the whole show that would never pose in Playboy. That could include Yasmin Bleeth and then the flat-chested chick that no one really liked, because she was just placed there because the feminists. You keep the feminists from complaining. And I don't know, but all in all, it was a good movie to go see. You get some laughs out of it, a few shockers, but all in all, if you're expecting to see, being as this is supposed to be a comical version of the television series, and with lowbrow humor and penis jokes and all, you think that you're going to show some TNA on the women's women's side, you're going to be greatly disappointed. And it's interesting too to get women here that are naturally endowed. They're not like like most of the playmates they had on there. Obviously had breast implants and everything. And he had these they got these regularly naturally well endowed women in this movie, and you don't get to see them naked. That's a ripoff, But outside of that, another reason to go see this is, of course, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being funny, and he always is good. He's great in this movie. Zac Efron, I'm not much, but he's good in this movie, and all. But do want to say, just go check out this movie. Let's see how it can fare between Guardians of the Galaxy and Alien Covenant, and of course Pirates of the Caribbean 5, which is coming out today, Friday, of course, coming out for this weekend as well. I'm guessing, of course, that's going to be my next movie review at the beginning of next week. Well, Hankster's review. next week when he gets a chance to see it. Of course, my next movie review will be on Moana, which we did see earlier this year, which also stars The Rock. Of course, I will be doing a review on that sometime this weekend, just so that kind of goes with The Rock coming out with this movie. He says he's done Moana lately. Back in November of last year, he came out with the latest Fast and Furious. Now he's out with Baywatch. I think he's got a couple other movies coming out this year as well, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. And all. But go see this if you want to get some sophomoric humor, and I'll see how Baywatch can be made funny and all. Check in for that. And this is Degeneration HanX filling in for Hankster for obvious reasons here for the movie review. Of course, my next review will be on Moana, also starring The Rock, and Hankster will be back for his review of Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales. And, of course, stay tuned here for the Multiverse for reviews and whatnot. See ya. Suck it!
Well, I guess if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you! Suck it!